hitting your body directly to 80 degrees, the collagen has a risk of the burning and everything. Same result you get by hitting the skin in the dermis by repeated passes. So it is, you just don't require those high power, you can say the cooking machines or microwave machines. Just put the patient in a microwave and cook it. No. So this is a change in philosophy. So same thing applies to the tattoo. Instead of high dose, make 4 passes. It works. Switch, reduce that by 20%, treat it, wait. Put the ice for 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So what is the costing? Ross Anderson studied that costing in MRI it was a nitrogen gas. So instead of using whatever you 6, 8 high joules per centimeter square, whatever dose of the Q switch you are using for a tattoo, use 20% less in your machine. Wait for 20 minutes, another 1 round. Wait for 20 minutes, another 1 round. So this is one newer technique in the tattooing world. To this, option B, you add a fractional RDMag laser, fractional CO2 laser to that. A Q switch immediately followed by fractional CO2. No scarring. So you are already, there is a risk of the scarring in tattoo removal, Q switch. Third new technique is, first do the fractional CO2, or first do the pixel, and then do the Q switch. How it will help? There is a paper in last 3 months before. If you do that, the costing is less. Why? So already you are made a hole with the pixel. When you do the Q switch, the gas is already gone out. So your costing goes earlier. Then do the R20 technique.
So can we reach the same thing with the dermal rollers? Can we do the same thing with dermal?
All the things happen at the millisecond, microsecond. So it is, you really need a precise device. Theoretically it's the same. You think it is so simple, but to translate that in terms of those millijoules in those many milliseconds, microseconds, that's a real task. So you need a reliable machine. What do you think should happen in the machine? So this is one. The Q switch, repeat pass. Q switch, repeat pass apply to the Neva Sapota. Neva Sapota, first Q switch followed by pixel. First Q switch followed by fractional CO2. So a Q switch combined with fractional CO2 or fractional RDMag laser is a new protocol in the world. They tried in tattoo, now they are applying to everything else. Or Neva Sapota, same protocol. That laser peel mode. You have a very less dose, just remove the shatter cornea, wipe it out, then have Q switch. You are reaching more. That you can do with your microdermabrasion. Still better. So then you can have this good cooking, good looking, good loving in one and combine those. So these are the latest. So sorry, I am covering the next talks right now. What are the latest techniques in the lasers? I am just talking of this. So this is in a Q switch. So what is the role of fractional Q switch? Fractional Q switch is, you can say, a gentle, skin-friendly, still more effective variety of a Q switch. Till last 2 years, Q switch laser in dark skin was only for Neva Sapota and tattoo. The rest all indications risky, you will get a permanent hypopigmentation, hyperpigmentation. In multiple color, the green, black will respond to 1064. Then change the tip, 530 to KTP, and keep the red part. And on top of that, do a very hard pixel or fractional CO2. Because again here it will not help the trans-epidermal elimination. Because in tattoo and pigment, that elimination is equally important than what you destroy with the laser at that moment. So both are two important components. So the 530 to 1064 in one go, on top of that a pixel or a fractional CO2.
How do you
So
cover?
this is a derma roller, poor man's fractional CO2. I said this in Bangalore conference, and one of the organizers, he was in a banquet, he was after me for how do you say this is a poor man's fractional CO2 laser? These are Nevo Sabota, Q-switch NDI laser, X. Cathode and acute, chromatic tattoo, Q-switch, ETP, remote. But now I don't require more than 6 sessions in Neo Sabota, but I do require 2 years. Cathode and acute. Q-switch laser, not affecting the contour of lip, just taking care of the pigment. Lip contour is intact. Cathode macule with the Q-switch and DI laser. Cathode macule. Sabota. Okay, now we have seen what is part with either CO2 or RBM. Then, once it is flat to the skin, then I just alternate with the Q-switch and hair removal. Q-switch, hair removal, Q-switch, hair removal. So you have to be patient.
When there is pigment, a lot of people try Q-switch in India. The problem is, it's not the pigment is not due to the melanocytes. I mean, do you think that thousands on
Baker's nerve, I'll share.
1/6?
Baker's nerve, I had, that is what the textbook says. The only series which has a good results is Dr. Decker's series. I have around 12-13 cases. Every series will report you there is a hypertrophic scar, burning, or hypopigmentation as a side effect. If they treat with the CO2 laser, if they treat with the Q-switch NDI laser, we treat anything. What worked for me is the Harmony 540. And believe me, what are my parameters? 20 joules. That is the maximum. So it's the amazing safety of this module of the Leo module, which I will be talking at the end, why the high energy is not required.
After you have taken another.
Another principle, it's my theory, I will tell you, more oil glands, more sebaceous gland, more sweat glands, then your risk is less. International conferences in last 2 years. So Baker's nerve is my favorite topic, and only me is having good result, and that is only with the Harmony 540. Maybe I will try with the other technology. Acne, active acne, I use the fractional retinue. Acne, red acne scar with IPL. For the fairness only. Anybody, tanned patient, anybody, a low fluid pixel, 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 pass. Those very less. Pulse short, not long. Long as a hit. Short pulse, less millijoules, multiple passes. That is the glow of fairness. What is the fairness laser? The pixel. Pillar is a fractional Q-switch now. Now my favorite combination is, if I am not in the clinic, for any patient, the minimum thing what my people they use is a fractional Q-switch and fractional retinue. Which face pe chahiye, face pe. They do it on the neck, on the back, on the knuckles, on the elbows, on the thighs, pigmentation of the friction and the tinea, on the back pigment of those acne. What do you do? A fractional Q-switch, fractional retinue. Q-switch and a pixel. That's common. Why? Safe. Q-switch, pixel. Because the Q-switch has a fractional Q-switch now. A pixel Q-switch, right? Pixel again. Initially the standard solid beam Q-switch, I didn't prefer that for origination. Because Q-switch is too strong for we dark people. Anybody starting a laser practice, KTP handpiece has to be used once you have done 200 cases of other lasers. A laser with very low dose, very low fluence.
So are you able to achieve a better result with the
My God, how come? I'm waiting for. If I see a patient coming, oh, she is showing upper lip, she must be.
Maybe
Doc, I come for urticaria. Then, oh, she came for urticaria. I need to wait for the patient. Maybe I travel from one clinic to another clinic. Still, I could not make my machine the whole day busy. Believe me. Which bloody nobody can afford in Bombay. So anybody selling that, you require less space, that's Bombay. Laptop in Kolkata and Solapur. It may be in Bombay. Not for us. So anybody talking of you don't require assistant, you don't require space, that is not marketing gimmick on us.
Another thing, sir, do you think that...
I need to tire. Okay.
Another thing, do you think that if a lot of machines are in the platform, the power of the individual machines are less?
Presentations. Only pulse dye laser will work as a vascular. Nobody in the tier 3 city like Solapur, nobody in Kolkata should think of having a vascular laser. If you have any vascular thing, you should refer to the AIMS Delhi. That was which I heard last 10 years in all the conferences. Only vascular treatment center should be tertiary, and the more than tertiary center should treat the vascular. We people like in Kolkata and Solapur should not. But Harmony gave me the confidence to handle any patient of a vascular birthmark. I tried the AV malformation, I tried all this. I did a study of split steroid on one side ILS and long-pass India laser on the other side, that is under publication. So now I have most of the cases are on eyes because I worked in eye hospital Hyderabad. I worked 3 years. I ran OPD over there in a LV Prasad Eye Institute Hyderabad. If it is port wine stain, you have to use 570. If it is hemangioma, 1064. In last Dhamakon, I had a talk on how the long pass India laser can be used as a vascular laser. And believe me, once after that lecture, one guy from this with India laser. For 1 hour, 2 hours, he was after me, just fighting with me. How could you dare to say that? I said, a pulse dye laser spending it. For the lower part, then you can add the India laser. What is the nonsense? The machine is 70 lakhs. The pulse dye is useless for our skin. Though is the best machine. 70 lakhs machine with 3 lakh per month with a result comparable to India and with limitations. So, should I recommend to anybody? No. If I will say that. I won't recommend to everybody to have pulse dye laser. I will recommend everybody to try your IPL on your photo instant. I don't tell everybody in Kolkata that you have a port wine stain sent to AIMS Delhi. Why? No. Rosacea, steroid abuse, rosacea, red acne scars, and port wine stains. So what is the new in this? Fantastic results. This is true. Third, the vascular lasers have a role in the scars. So red acne, they try to target these two smaller things. One is a 540 and 580, 90. But 540 is very close to the melanin. So if you have that wavelength, it will compete with the dark skin, melanin. So they make the hemoglobin. And that is giving, you can say, a competition to the pulse dye, PDA. So the dye real, you can say which is not a pulse dye, but dye equivalent. You have a piece of that used for rosacea, port wine stains, red scars, red acne scars, anything which has a red component, you use that. Specific targeting hemoglobin. So this is a new thing in the vascular. So what's new in vascular? No need to buy 80 lakhs machine. Everybody can. So port wine stain. But a 2 centimeter thick hemangioma is India. India penetration is up to 3 centimeters.
Telangiectasia is IPL.
Telangiectasia is IPL, or you can use India also, but IPL is better. Hemangioma 1064 because IPL will penetrate. What is the limitation of pulse dye laser? It penetrates 1 to 3 millimeter. Hemangioma is 2 centimeter. That's why upper part is one in the nose. I used to a lot because I worked in a hospital. So all the hemangiomas, bleeding, believe me, not a big problem. The bleeding is here. When you see hemangioma, we start getting the cerebral hemorrhage in our brain. It's not in that hemangioma. If you Anything on the vascular to discuss? Tattoo I already spoke. Just another 6-8 minutes. Ghost shadows, EIS or detector scoliosis starts. Third and most important is height. What are cocktails I use? Cell plus Q switch plus. This is long pulse plus ILS. Long pulse NDR plus ILS. Vehicles nerves. Up to 70% color match you get. It's actually capable and acute. Below 540, you can say the color match is around 60-70% without scarring, without the color differences. 60-70% color match is expected in our skin type. See, the hairs are there, so that's a safety sign. If you have the hair, the recovery is scarring is less, no chance of scarring. Yours pallors. You can't see anywhere the burn and scar. There is a safety because in the Becker's nerves, any series you see in the literature, they will mention at least 30% of the cases. Since then, the last so many years, the first question is, itni chote. Because the requirement of the power has become irrelevant in the present. You are quoted 2 lakhs, you switch NDR laser when I was about to buy. And I accidentally these people just get it. And to listening to that, I, a person from a 4th tier city, so how I require high power machine over there? If my switch gives so many results, why really I require high power machine? Very simple thing. If you can convince this is a fast machine, this is a slow, this is a high O, physics is okay. What I bother is, does it give result? It does give result. It works, it works. It works with my patient. There is no risk now. What you deliver to those tissue molecules, it is more important. And how? I'll tell you. How it works. So, less is more. So, nowadays in laser, less is more. The high powers are useless, means they are not efficient to reach to your, what your molecules require is, what is there in the harmony is the AFT. What is AFT? Advanced Fluence Technology. And cement. But what is it there? It has a pulse shape. Now it is, the Harmony was the one of the first companies when, because all those the initial IPL machines of the Lebanese were like this. They have the grain of 3 pulses. But initially all the IPLs were those high peak power. So whatever is this is a side effect. Whatever this is no effect. Only this is the effect. So here most of the time the clearance is over here. So you only require less dose. Because here some joules are bound here, some joules are bound here. In all the IPLs, we cut down this. You have the filter, anything less than this is blocked by the filters. But here in Alma, on harmony, instead of blocking this filter wavelength. So that converts that 300, 400 into a 500, 600 line. It converts the ultraviolet to green, but here in 20 joules, this wastage is converted to useful. So your required joules on the screen is less, but your actual joule in this zone are up to 30-35. It is really, we need to work hard to burn. On a harmony, if you want to cause a burn, I really need to work hard. I have to try it, then only I will get a burn. When I got married, she was 12. मेरे साथ शादी करने की खुशी में उसने स्कूल छोड़ दिया. She stopped college. After 12 years, then she decided to complete her graduation. So you can have a couple of handpieces first, get one laser handpiece, earn the money. In next 6 months, next semester, get one more handpiece, earn more money, get one laser handpiece, then bargain with them. The same old harmony base, but now you can have the new degrees. Pixel, iPixel, Dilayer, DSV, Alexander, SHR. What is my father-in-law? And I studied in Pune, and I settled in Pune. She is a daughter of a caring father again. She is Raghav. खाना खा रहे हैं? She will say yes, because she anticipates कि मेरा husband ऐसे बोलने वाला है, क्योंकि when I open and 1 year post MD fellowship in the lasers, those who are
Initial.
how one should start. Start with one hair remote. So one hair remote SHR IPL in the harmony. But this is a concept has come in market now.
Stretch marks.
Stretch marks, same thing. White, you can show those alba stage when it is a trial. In that stage, you have to combine with many. While you combining the fact, my favorite combination, you are pushing the hyaluronic acid inside. Though how long it will, I don't know. That hyaluronic acid, how long it will help, I don't know. But we may. Now I am handling because I have something to make holes. I have something to push it. So I am sure I am pushing it. Now I am finding which was safer, in lotion ionic form. I am now thinking so that after that, put in the hydroquinone, taking it. Right now the simplest, safest protocol is a light pixel RBMAC followed by vitamin C with the impact. That's it.
RF or IPL, which one? Skin tightening as such.
Skin tightening. See, the skin tightening concept in India is very different than what we people usually. So there is a lot of confusion on the rejuvenation by skin tightening in Indian skin. First, the aging model, what we study and listen to the conferences is useless. All these people are making in a upper dermis. 1 millimeter below, exactly below the basal layer, in a woman they need a recepting plate. So they need a physical reception plate over there. Unipolar is the one which accent of Alma uses, where you don't require receiving plate. Your body itself acts as a receiving. So that's a safer one. Really bipolar.